Good morning, we're back here at TB's. I'm TB. Anyhow, this is the handle I made for Elaine's knife. It's dried out now and it's ready to go back on her knife. And later today, I've got to fire up that forge when I get back to town. I got to go pick up some gas and medicine from Mall this morning. So I can't fire it up this morning while it's cool. I'd sure like to, but I can't. And get this thing ready to harden back up and get it all ready to work down and make into a knife. All I like really is just hardening the steel and sharpening the edge on it, putting an edge on it, and polishing it up, knocking all of the slag off from it before it goes back together, and polishing it up. Basically, is about it. I'll put it back together, and I guess I'll mail it to her. She'll have her a knife from my forge. Oh yes, and I'll probably go ahead and stamp her name on it when I get ready. But go back together with it. Yeah, this up here. And I might put another coat of clear coat on it. It looks like it could use another coat of varnish. Basically what it is, except it's just clear varnish. Then I've got the Ulu knife that I want to start working on next and finish that one up for my kitchen. I need one of these fixed real bad. I'm going to cut it out just similar to the Ulu knife. Let me get my glasses on, whatever I've done with them. I had them, I don't know why I can't find them now. Maybe I've laid them up in here, we'll see. Right back. Yeah, here we go. Glasses. Now I'm in good shape. Alright, now I can see what I'm doing. So what I think I'll do on mine, though, I'm going to have a larger blade. You can make them smaller by cutting down the blade even more. You could have probably got 4 Ulu knives out of this if you cut the blades in quarters, but if you want a smaller one. But I want a large one for cutting up meat or whatever I might bring in here. Let me see here, but they also work good for cutting up vegetables real quick. I was just looking for my marker. Here it is. Now what I had in mind was working out a good oak handle for it, or a hickory. I've got a piece of wood right here that I think I can work down and make into a pretty decent handle. So let me set it up here what I got in mind. It will be on there something like that, about 1 inch covered, and I'll drill holes through it and rivet it on there, and this will be in the center, of course, of this board, just like so, all the way down to that point, and then I'll cut me out a handle hole for your fingers and hands to go up there. And I'll cut out a handle for it. I'll get that worked out later. But right now, I was going to try to get the point of the Ulu laid off. There. I'd like to kind of shape it like so, a little bit. Let's see what I've got over here. Just kind of put a, well, I don't like that either really, but imagine just take these pieces right here out, and then you'd have kind of a hook going that way, and a point coming in this way. From this point to this point. Kind of something kind of like that. is what I got in mind. But where my thumbs are, we'll just say that's what I'm going to take out on this Ulu knife. And then it'll have kind of a hatchet looking style blade. It'll be cut this way and that way. But then with this deli saw blade, they're razor sharp, so I don't have to sharpen it. This one's ready. And I won't have to fire this. This is already hardened and ready to use. For kitchen use, it'll be a great little asset in the kitchen. And I'm going to be making some of these. I don't know what I'm going to have to charge, because see, I'll have to find a bunch of old saws, them deli kitchen saws. I may advertise in the paper and see if I can get some that's thrown away for free. Then I could make them a lot cheaper, and just set a little price on them, not big and a little one. Something that anyone could afford to have one of these in their kitchen. Every woman would love to have a knife that you can cut up potatoes, just chop, 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 and you're done. These things are fast now, and I kid you not. When you got the handle up here in your hand, you can cut up vegetables and stuff, and I'll build a little bowl set to go with it, wooden bowl of some kind, or a square box one, something that this will fit in this way or this way, so that you can chop your vegetables up and keep all your food in one place, or onions or whatever you're chopping. Like you're chopping carrots and onions, and this will cut up a tomato easy. It'll just slice up a tomato, just very handy tool. And that's why I'm going to build one. Whenever my uncle introduced me to the Ulu, I didn't like the style of it much, but then after I cut it out and I've seen how it is, it's really one of the best knives you could have in a kitchen arsenal, in my opinion, because this right here is so sharp, it'll just slice through a tomato skin, no problem. It'll slice you right now. And I made the other half for my cousin Melinda. I done made one Ulu knife, and I was using it here, and I gave it to her, but I had a plywood handle on hers, plywood handle, made out of this stuff over here. So it'll probably not last too long. She'll probably bring it back, and I'll put her an oak handle on it later on after I build one. But I just made her a plywood handle like that out of it, and cut a handle out for the hand to go through. And it's, but it's not, like I say, my knives, these are not exacts, because I don't even have an Ulu knife in front of me. I just seen it on the internet and thought, well, hey, that's a cool style. I'm going to try it, and hey, I like it, so I'm going to build one. But I just thought I'd tune in with you this morning. I don't know what number video this is. I lost track. Last night I think I was on 10. This may be 11 or 12. I don't know. But it's not, doesn't matter. It's not no science on this. All you have to do is get you a piece of wood and a rasp, and you can make these handles. What I did, I put it on the knife so I could rasp it down to fit the knife. That's what you want. You want your handle to fit the knife. You want your handle to fit your hand. And the reason that I know which is the back, because the back end part here angles down just a little bit in, and where the top half, let me get it down here, angles out just a little bit. At the bottom is in, and the top part kind of hangs back here a little longer. And the other thing is the color of the wood right here. This solid piece of brown looking wood, darker piece of wood, that's the bottom of the handle. I'm going to hit it with another coat of clear coat, because that will keep the water off her knife. I'll have to sand it off a little bit right here where I had a little run. But it's not a big deal. You can smooth these up, and I can get the brush out again. I'll just get the varnish brush out again, and we'll go at it again. And I'll just coat it again with another layer. And it really lets the wood stand out. But I'm just knocking off a little bit of rough bumps and stuff here of that old clear coat. But when I do it again, I'll be careful not to, when I go to varnish it this next time, I'll just try to be careful not to let it run. Try not to let that stuff run. I've had this around for a long time. I made furniture with it for a friend of mine. He's passed on now. He was 27 years